5 million cases and counting. 170,000 deaths and counting. Just here in the United States, the U.S. government's mishandling, unmotivation, and inaction to get this virus under control should not affect or discourage you from going to the beach. So today on Tariq's Take, I will be telling and showing you what it's like to go to the beach during COVID-19. Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Tariq's Take. I am Tariq Johnson. Today I will be showing and telling you what it's like to go to the beach in a beach house during COVID-19. I arrived here on the beach Saturday, August 15th, 2020. A family had left that morning from renting this house. Although the house had already been thoroughly cleaned before we got here, we wiped down every single surface we had to touch in the house upon our arrival. I rate this experience a 9.5 out of 10. I had several different experiences going to the grocery store here, and they were all a little different. First, I went to one that is a town north of this one. I'm not going to call the people in the store anything that I might not know about them because it would be an assumption. But I will say there was a lot of maskless in that particular store. It was crowded too, so there was not a lot of room for social distancing. It was difficult for my family and I to do so. Also, this particular grocery store wasn't doing the best of cleaning. The guy that was cleaning the carts was wiping and spraying lazily. On the other hand, all the other grocery stores I went to did a great job of doing what they are supposed to do, by the shoppers wearing masks and social distancing, cleaning heavily touched surfaces and carts, and just keeping the store organized and safe. I rate this experience a 5 out of 10. The town I'm in is a small town, so there isn't many restaurants, but we went to one that had some of the best reviews on Google in this town. The food was pretty good, but it wasn't the best experience. The first thing that went wrong was immediately when we got there, we saw large groups of people standing outside drinking and conversing without any masks. I understand you can't have one on when you drink, but most of them weren't and still didn't have on any masks. Because of that, we didn't really want to go inside and order, so we called. And when we did, they were kind of rude, saying we had to order online because they had too many orders to do over the phone. Next was the fact that we had to wait over an hour for our food. I guess because they were so busy, but it was ready before the time they told us it was. They were supposed to call us when it was ready, but there was a human error in giving or receiving our phone number because they kept calling the wrong phone number. Finally, I noticed some of the workers didn't have on any masks, and that was very alarming to me because if you care about your patrons, you should be setting the example for them to protect themselves and for you to protect them. So that was not the best experience. I rate this experience a 3.5 out of 10. One day, we rode in the car around the island to see and look what is new and what has changed. This was very easy to stay safe if you are riding in a car with people you came with. But if you are doing public transportation, that is a different experience. Depending on how many people there are, or the circumstances of what you will be traveling on. I rate my experience a 10 out of 10. This was the best experience of all, because the beach is somewhere where you can have fun and enjoy yourself while you are following all of the safety guidelines necessary. I went to the beach every single day I was here, and the most crowded day was Sunday. There was a lot of people, but we were still able to stay safe. All of the other days were not as crowded, and it was easier to stay safe. I rate this experience a 10 out of 10. So that is what it's like to go to the beach in a beach house during COVID-19. A hotel or anything else is an entire different story that I do not have the answers to. So I will be putting links in the description for articles with that information in case you can't afford a beach house or you just want to go for a few days. This has been Tariq's Take. I am Tariq Johnson. I will see you in the next video.